Hi folks, this is Jason. I wanted to share some information on a project I just got done with here on the farm. I'm not a content creator. I don't really do very many videos like this, but this was a neat project and I thought it would be worth sharing. So what we've got here is my outhouse that my son and I built a couple of years ago. And in the back here, I put in a solar inverter and battery system. So I went with it after I did some research and got pricing and whatnot. I went with the eco-worthy inverter, which is basically a rebrand of SRNE inverters. This is 10 kilowatts, and it came with in a kit with 6 batteries here. I paid $6,600 for that kit, and then I added a battery on top of that. These are about 800 bucks. So that's kind of the heart of the inside stuff. And then I also added some switches. Had to buy some wiring, some tools to get the lugs on the wires. These little PV breaker switches here, and a few other things. But this is what I've got inside here. And then outside, that pipes in to my solar mounts. I bought these from off of Amazon. These came from SunGoldPower. They came in a set of 10, and I paid $2,400 for the panels. These are 500 watt single face panels, and we mounted these on this steel mounting system that we fabricated together. I bought a bunch of this steel from a guy off Craigslist a few years back, and it's been sitting under a barn for a long time, and this was a good project to use it on. So we wired these up. They're wired into these boxes here, and they go underground and some conduit into the outhouse there. I'm going to build a extension on this outhouse so I can get all my equipment out of the water section of it, which that's not an ideal place to put it, but that's what I ended up with because time constraints. I needed to get it done before the end of 2025 so I could take advantage of the tax credits. So I'll build a extension here and then just flip all this stuff on the other side of this wall to get it away from all this stuff. But the system's working pretty well for me. On a good day right now, this is just after the winter solstice, so the sun's pretty low in the sky. On a good day, I get about 15 kilowatts generated, which is about half of what I use on a daily basis. I do have a contract with Reliant that gets me free energy from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I don't pay anything between those hours. During that time when it's free, if my batteries need charged, I charge those up, top them off, and then at 6 a.m. The inverter allows me to automatically switch over to battery power. So I run on battery power from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I don't pay anything for electricity during the day. I don't pay anything for electricity at night. And so this account averages about $250 a month. So right now I do have my shop off of this system, so it's directly into the grid. So I do pay for that, but I should be saving roughly $200 a month on my electricity, at least for the next 2 years, because that's how long my contract is, and hopefully they have something similar after those 2 years are over. And if that's the case, then I should have this system paid for in about 5 years. The whole system together was about $12,000 to $13,000. I'll get roughly 30% back on a tax credit on that. So my whole total costs would be 30% off of that, let's say $12,000. So what is that, like 9,000, something like that. So not too bad. It is a budget system, but so far it's working well. Hopefully that'll bear out in the future, and I won't have any issues. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm not sponsored. I paid full price for all this stuff. I don't have any friends at EcoWorthy or SunGoldPower. I wanted to get this project done for the farm, so I'd have a little bit more independence. And we lose power at least half a dozen times a year for several hours at a time, and I wanted it to roll over directly to a backup system, especially so I could have water. We've got like 30 horses out here that need to drink. We need to take showers, obviously, and whatnot. So far I'm pretty happy with it. I'll provide updates as time goes on. If you have any questions, comments, or want to see like a full breakdown or pricing or items or tools used, let me know in the comments, and if there's enough interest, I'll make another video about that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.